They've got Taylor Swift playing here, okay, guys? You don't understand. This is everything to me. Canadian women, female athletes, Taylor Swift. Really, what more could you ask for?
This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto, and we are less than 12 hours away from the kickoff of the FIFA Women's World Cup, and I'm here at the Canadian women's practice right now. The jet lag hasn't hit me yet, so I'm gonna ride the wave, baby. Yesterday we talked about Canada's underdog status with our analyst Carm. Today we're gonna go even deeper. Welcome back, Carm. Let's start with the defending champs from south of the border. At plus 240, they have the shortest odds. If everything goes right, are they hoisting a third straight World Cup?
I hate to say it, the answer is yes. I think for the sport as a whole and to kind of prove that this development is across the world is happening at an exponential rate. I'd love to see another champion, but a three-peat, a historical three-peat is absolutely possible for this star-studded U.S. team. They've lost a few vets along the way, in Carly Lloyd, for example, most notably, but have absolutely replaced her with Trinity Rodman, Ashley Sanchez, Alyssa Thompson, some really big stars that will likely have a breakout tournament. So, you know, this U.S. team has a culture of winning. I'm not going to say never say dies. Those are the Aussies' motto this tournament, but they have a way about them that's going to negate any debutantes. You know, there's a lot of doubt about the youth of this team, but I think they're going to pick up where they left off, and if they get on their feet and have the performances we all know they can have, even with some, you know, questionable results leading into this tournament, I think the U.S. can do this again.
Outside of the rival Americans, give us a couple teams that you think could win this whole thing.
I'm very excited by Brazil. I don't know about winning the whole thing, but I think they have some top players in Carolina, North Carolina, doing exceptionally well. You have Dabinia killing the NWSL right now, and Marta. I mean, that team has everything to play for in a veteran of her stature. You also have Germany, who have shown extremely well in the Euros. I would have said England a little bit ago, but with some injury concerns, I wouldn't put them up there. The USA, as we just said, and, you know, let's throw Canada in there. Let's hope they go on a run.
Carm, Kujina, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Canada's tournament opener in Australia is almost upon us, but before you get ready to belt out "Oh Canada" at the bar or in your living room, be aware that your voice might be judged. As one member of Team Canada unfortunately found out.
Teammate who loves karaoke, but never should. Oh no.
Like, I have an answer in my mind, but I just want to see my options. Yeah, I just don't even.
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Is it mean to just put Vanessa because it's true?
I'm gonna put Vanessa.
Vanessa.
I'm gonna go with Vanessa on this one. Sorry, V.
Yeah, she's not gonna be happy with this one.
Have I been called out for this?
Okay, we'll go with someone new. I don't see Ev being very good at karaoke, but she doesn't love doing it. No, it's Vanessa. She's not. No.
I'm gonna say Jules, but it's like.
Oh, Vanessa.
Vanessa is the worst. I bet you other people have said her as well.
We have an a cappella group, and they have said that everybody is welcome in this a cappella group.
She is a part of our a cappella group.
Yeah, because she's really wanted to be a part of the acapella group, but like...
You can't really disallow anyone to join.
The a cappella group is full of extremely talented individuals.
She's in the a cappella group, but she plays the tambourine.
I'm actually hurt by this.
Love you, Vanessa, but it's you.
She's dead to me.
Like A for effort, but you know.
Ashley's dead to me.
Not the best voice.
Dree's dead to me.
Stick to Mario Kart.
Kaylin is definitely dead to me. This pile is dead to me. I'm not even angry at this point. I'm just disappointed. Whatever.
Now, I don't want to be biased or anything, but I think that might have been the best called out TSN has ever done. Yeah. Be sure to catch Canada's opening match against Nigeria tomorrow night at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, complete with a 90-minute pregame show on TSN. And just like yesterday's show, I'm signing off. Luke is taking over for just a moment. I'll see you back here at the end of the show for a little Roberto on the go. Take it away, Luca.
Thanks, Marissa. I'm glad I didn't get called out like Eric did yesterday, and why would you call me out? All right, it's time for Marissa's, mine, and your favorite segment, Why We Love Sports Today.
Why we love sports today.
All right, if you're an avid TikTok peruser, then you've probably seen the popular "What do you do for a living" videos from Ted Czar, featuring anyone from regular people to Adam Sandler, Ed Sheeran, Demi Lovato. And Ted also asks the question to NBA players, and his latest run-in with Duncan Robinson was amazing.
Yo, my man, what do you do for a living?
Accounting.
You're an accountant? Like Kelly Olynyk. He's an accountant too. Yeah, he said in that video. I wonder who recorded that. Hey man, what's the best part of your job as an accountant?
Numbers. I'm a big numbers guy.
Big numbers guy? How much you make a year?
About 100 grand.
You seem like you have a decent layup. Not much of a jump shot, but a decent layup probably. Hey, good luck in the finals next year, all right? Come to New York. We'd like you here. For real. Better than Julius.
Duncan Robinson, big numbers guy. And if we're talking numbers, he's making more than $18 million over the next 2 seasons, which is just a little more than the $100K accountant Duncan Robinson makes. It's also funny that Robinson has the same profession as Canadian Kelly Olynyk.
What do you do for a living? You're pretty tall.
Accounting.
You're accounting?
Yeah.
Accountants by day, hoopers by night. You love to see it. Alek Manoah's comeback from his demotion to the minors hit a pretty ugly bump in the road last night. After a strong return just before the All-Star break against Detroit, Manoah was shelled by the Padres for 4 runs on 3 hits and 5 walks, before being yanked after just 3 innings. Now, despite the rough line and ugly walk total, there were actually some encouraging takeaways from the loss. He managed to get ahead of or throw a first pitch strike to 11 of the 16 batters he faced. Unfortunately, he just couldn't put away hitters, as he finished with 0 strikeouts for the 2nd time in his last 3 big league starts. Coming into this season, Manoah had 307 strikeouts and just over 308 career innings, and never had a start with less than 2 Ks. This season, he already has 3 such starts. So regaining his ability to put hitters away might need to be his biggest priority. And things won't get any easier for the struggling Jays righty, as his next opponent may be the team that started this downward spiral, the Seattle Mariners, who roughed them up in Game 1 of their wildcard sweep last October. Hopefully that pressure from last year has finally made its way into Alek's tires. All right, now with more from Down Under, let's send it back to Marissa.
Hey, thanks, Luca. And listen, even though I'm not contractually obligated to do this, I do want to take you with me in another little segment called Roberto on the Go. We're at practice. This is where the Canadian women are practicing, and the second we walked in, we saw the goaltenders jamming out to Backstreet Boys. So I had to ask the team the important questions. You got Spice Girls in there too, or? What was next on the list? These ladies want to hear some bangers. Just outside of the practice walls, there were a ton of birds, just random birds, and then I got a little too close. Okay. Team Canada left, and then so did we, but then our Uber got in a fight with a taxi driver. It was a whole scene. No. We didn't end up getting out, but it was all resolved just in time for lunch. Then we walked it off, and we just happened to find the rest of the broadcast team. Ended the day with a little dinner before everyone had to go back to work. A little too matchy here with Hanna, but we just witnessed the Canadian women's practicing. What is your takeaway from watching them play and seeing Jessie Fleming on the bench? Are we concerned about their first match against Nigeria?
Well, I think given the fact that they're playing Nigeria in 2 days, she's one of their key players. She scored 4 penalty kicks in the 2020 Olympics en route to winning a gold medal for Canada. It's scary. You got to wonder what's up. Why wouldn't she be training 2 days ahead of time? But at the same time, maybe it's just maintenance. That's what head coach Bev Priestman said. It was a lighter training session for everybody, and they just want to ensure that she's ready to face Nigeria.
You've been here longer than me. You've been watching the women for a little bit now. Do they seem ready to you? Because I feel like they've got a big mountain to climb.
They do, but I feel like you would attest to this. There seems to be some really good energy and vibes. They've got the tunes cranking before practice, whether it's S Club 7 or Spice Girls. They keep things light and they keep it fun. They always start drills or start practice with a fun drill, whether it's one-on-one. There's a lot of laughter, a lot of cheering involving everybody. And then when they close practice, we don't see things, but I think that's when the focus really turns on. And this group wants to accomplish something really special, and they've got a target on their backs because they're the defending Olympic gold medalists.
It's true. Okay, the hardest question of all right now. We heard a few songs being played for practice, so you have to choose one and only one to listen to for the rest of your life. S Club 7, Spice Girls, or Backstreet Boys?
I was going to say Backstreet Boys. Everybody, yeah, yeah.
All right, that's enough. Okay, so as we've been telling you all throughout the show, the FIFA Women's World Cup kicks off tomorrow at 3 a.m. Eastern, midnight Pacific, as co-host New Zealand takes on Norway. Now, over the month, we're going to end each show with a little exact score bet action, partnered with our friends at FanDuel. Now, here's a little fun fact for you. Every single FIFA World Cup opening match has had the winner shutting out the loser. And when the hosts have played in these games, they are 4-0. So while on paper, Norway seems to be the better team, we think there's some logic to that home bump. Let's start this tourney off with a winner, and it's a big one at that. We're going 1-1 draw at plus 1,000, bucking the clean sheet trend. And just a reminder, TSN has you covered with both games starting at 3 a.m. Eastern with the game we just mentioned. And then at 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, it's Australia against the Republic of Ireland. That's all today from Down Under. We'll see you back here tomorrow 3 Eastern, New Pacific. Have a good one.